The courtroom buzzed. A nation held its breath. Hunter Biden, son of the president, awaited his fate. The charges: gun violations, a microcosm of a deeply divided America. The verdict, when it came, did more than resolve a legal case. It ignited a firestorm. Biden, a figure often painted as troubled, found himself at the heart of a political hurricane. The gun charges, while serious, became entangled with larger narratives about power, justice, and the very soul of American democracy. The verdict, whatever it may have been, would inevitably be used as ammunition in the ongoing partisan war. This wasn't just about a gun. It was about perception, about whether the scales of justice tipped equally for Democrats and Republicans. The nation watched, polarized, waiting to see if the law would treat Hunter Biden like any other citizen or if his last name would shield him. The tension was palpable, the stakes incredibly high. James Comer, Republican congressman, didn't mince words. The verdict, he argued, reeked of a two-tiered justice system. His statement, fiery and indignant, accused the Department of Justice of weaponizing its power, of protecting its own while persecuting its opponents. Comer's words resonated with a deep-seated distrust in institutions, a sentiment that has been brewing for years. His supporters saw the Hunter Biden case as symptomatic of a larger disease, a belief that the elite operate under different rules, immune from consequences. The courtroom, in their eyes, had become a stage for political theater, not blind justice. But Comer's critics saw something else entirely: opportunism. They accused him of exploiting a sensitive case to score political points, of fueling division for personal gain. They argued that his outrage was selective, conveniently ignoring instances where Republicans had been treated leniently by the justice system. The Hunter Biden case transcended the courtroom walls. It seeped into the very fabric of American politics, further deepening the existing partisan divide. Republicans pointed to the verdict as evidence of a corrupt system, fueling calls for investigations and impeachment. Democrats, on the other hand, urged caution, emphasizing the need for due process and condemning the politicization of the justice system. They argued that Hunter Biden, like any other citizen, deserved a fair trial, free from political interference and partisan agendas. The gun control debate, already a contentious issue, also found itself entangled in the Hunter Biden saga. Advocates for stricter gun laws used the case to highlight the need for universal background checks and responsible gun ownership regardless of one's last name. Opponents, however, saw it as an example of government overreach, arguing that the charges against Biden were politically motivated and part of a broader agenda to disarm law-abiding citizens. The verdict ignited a firestorm of debate on social media, talk radio, and cable news. Accusations of double standards flew, with some questioning whether Hunter Biden would have been treated differently if his last name wasn't Biden. Others defended the judicial process, arguing that the verdict, whatever it may have been, should be respected as the outcome of a fair trial. The case also sparked a broader conversation about accountability and the rule of law. Some argued that no one, regardless of their family name or political connections, should be above the law. Others cautioned against rushing to judgment, emphasizing the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. The Hunter Biden case became a Rorschach test for a nation grappling with its identity. It exposed deep-seated divisions not just along political lines but also philosophical ones. The question wasn't just about Hunter Biden's guilt or innocence, it was about the very soul of America, about whether its institutions could still be trusted, about whether justice was truly blind. As the dust settles, one question looms large. What does the future hold for Hunter Biden and, more broadly, for American politics? The verdict, regardless of its outcome, has undoubtedly left a mark, adding another layer of complexity to an already polarized landscape. Will this case serve as a catalyst for reform, prompting a much-needed conversation about ethics, accountability, and the role of power in American society? Or will it simply fade into the background noise of partisan bickering, another missed opportunity for meaningful dialogue and introspection? One thing is certain, the Hunter Biden case is a microcosm of a nation at odds with itself. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of trust, the power of perception, and the urgent need for unity in an increasingly divided America. The verdict may be in, but the conversation is far from over.